So in the last lecture, we have covered the construction and working of N-channel JFET. We have also seen the VI characteristic, the transfer and output characteristic of N-channel JFET, right? So just to brush up, uh, we covered the topic of JFET, field effect transistor versus BJT. We saw the construction of N-channel JFET, right? So in N-channel JFET, you have the channel which is of N type, and on both the sides you have P-type semiconductor material, right? So you have two PN junction, as you can see here, there are two PN junction which are formed over here, right? So you have two PN junctions, and you can if you remember, we spoke that JFET is a three-terminal device, right? So it has three terminals. Which are those terminals? You have gate, you have drain, and you have source, right? The symbol of N-channel JFET is the arrow mark goes inside. So this is the gate, this is the drain, this is the source. Remember? Right? And for P channel, the arrow mark goes outside. Right? So this was the symbolical representation of N-channel JFET and P channel. So how do you determine which is drain and which is source? For N-channel, the drain is at a higher potential than source. And over here, the source is at a higher potential than drain. Right? And then we saw the working of a N-channel JFET, right? So we had the condition what happens when VGS is 0, right? So when we have VGS 0 over here, this is gate and this is source, right? So I'll just draw it again. So when we had the condition, so I need N channel JFET, right? So what's the construction diagram? So this is N channel. You have P plus on either region, shorted both, you have gate, this is your drain, this is your source, right? So first condition is when you're applying VGS as 0 volts and you're applying some value of VDS. So VGS is 0 means it is shorted. And you're applying VDS, so you have to connect a battery and say VDS you're applying as 1 volt. So we know that for N type, the majority charge carriers are electrons. So positive is applied over here. So what will happen? The electrons which are present in the N will get attracted towards the positive. So current will flow in the opposite direction. That is from drain to source. Right? More the value of potential, more the potential, more electrons will get pulled up and you'll have more current. Right? So if I take 2 volts, 3 volts, the current will increase. Right? But what is happening on the other end? What is happening on the other end? The reverse bias. See, N is connected to plus over here, right? So what is happening? The reverse bias. See, initially when you join PN junction, you have the initial depletion region which is already present. Right? Now what has happened is you are applying more positive on the drain side. So the reverse bias has increased and your depletion region width also increases. So as you keep increasing VDS, though the current increases, at one point what is going to happen is that the depletion region will touch each other, right? And that at that point, so if I want to plot, so this will be a plot of, this is IDS versus VDS. So as you increase VDS, the current goes on increasing, the depletion region width goes on increasing, and when it touches each other, the channel is pinched off. Yes, the current will be constant. This is when your VGS is 0 volts. Right? This is the maximum current that flows, that is called as IDSS, drain to source saturation current. Right? And the value of voltage at which the channel pinches off, this value of VDS at which the channel pinches off is called as pinch off voltage. Right? So this pinch off voltage definition is applicable only for the condition when VGS is equal to 0 volts. Right? What is the next case we saw? Next, Next case we saw what happens.
Has a
negative value.
Then.
Right? So when you are applying VGS, say now 1 volt, it is negative, no?
Yes.
So it is as good as -1. So when you are applying VGS as -1, see you have connected P terminal of the PN junction to the negative.
Yes.
So P is connected to negative, you're more reverse biasing the PN junction initially.
More.
Yes. So what will happen to the graph? Will the graph will go up or it will come down?
It will come down.
Yes, because the current has reduced now. Right? So initial depletion region is now this much. Yeah, so the current has reduced. So as you keep on increasing VGS in a negative manner, so if I want to draw that, so what will happen is, so for VGS as -1, so this was the gate, this was source, right? You had your P plus, and this was N-type material, plus minus VDS. This is the drain side. So the initial depletion region is itself higher when you're applying negative, right? If VGS was 0, say the depletion region was this much, right? Now when you're applying this, initially itself the depletion region has increased, right? So what has happened is the current has dropped down, right? So that's why when we looked at the characteristic looked like this. So for VGS is equal to 0, you have the maximum current, right? And you define pinch off voltage for this graph alone, only for this graph. And as you increase VGS in a negative manner, the current keeps on going down. At one point of VGS, the line will be on the x-axis, right? Say for VGS, an example, say for VGS is equal to -4, the line is on x-axis. That means the current is 0, right? Y is 0 on x-axis, right? So when the current is 0, this value of voltage, so there are two definitions over here. One is this with respect to VDS, right? So what is the first definition of pinch off voltage? The first definition of pinch off voltage, we saw that so this is the pinch off voltage. So first definition of VP is with respect to VDS, right? And second definition is with respect to VGS. So what is the first definition is VP is the value of VDS at which the current saturates for VGS is equal to 0 volts. And what is the second definition with respect to VGS? The value of VGS. The value of VGS at which drain current becomes 0 for a constant VDS is called as pinch off. So we have seen the transfer characteristic, the input characteristic, right? So VGS for 0. So if I just, this is the output, so I'm combining both. So this is my negative VGS, this is VDS. So when you have maximum current, this is for VGS is equal to 0 volt, right? So say this is for VGS is equal to -1 volt. This is for VGS is equal to -2 volt, right? So as you keep on increasing VGS in negative, this is for VGS equal to -3. At -4, it is touching the x-axis. That means current is 0. Say -4. It's just an example. Say -4. So if you look, when VGS is 0, the current is maximum. And as you keep on increasing VGS, the current drops down. Okay? The value of VGS at which the current is 0, that is your pinch off. Right? So first thing that we note that is pinch off voltage. Pinch off voltage, BP, is negative. Right? It is negative for N channel JFET. Remember this, huh? Okay? Pinch off voltage is negative for N channel JFET, right? Because we are, see, though over here we say that, so though over here we have VP as positive definition with respect to VDS, but this is for modulus, okay? So you have taken positive, but the pinch of voltage is with, you're defining with respect to VGS over here when you consider the actual value, okay? And that pinch of voltage, eventually ID reaches 0. VGS at this point is called as pinch off. It is also called as VGS off. So if you look at this graph, over here, so in this particular graph, you can see over here, it is written as VGS off.
VGS alpha. Yeah.
Okay. So if you look at this particular curve, the transfer curve, this curve is a parabolic curve. Okay. And there is an equation associated with this particular curve. This equation is called as Shockley's equation. Okay. And see, there is only one current, as I mentioned. In case of our JFET, this is our gate, this is drain, this is source. What is the voltage? You have VGS.
VGS.
The current, see, it's like a two-port network, no? Like BJT. The current is IG. This current is IDS flowing from drain to source. And this voltage is VDS. So this is my input section. This is my output section.
Yeah.
So in input section, I should be plotting VGS versus IG. But the thing is, as I mentioned in the previous lecture, gate current is 0. Why
Yes.
gate current is 0? Because
it is
the PN junction is reverse biased.
okay.
Right? These are very, very important for your Viva. The PN junction diode is reverse bias, right?
Yeah.
That is why you have no current. That's why the gate current is written as 0. IG is 0 ampere. So you have only one current in the circuit, and that current is your drain to source current, ID current. So whether you plot input, so this side is the input characteristic, this side is the output characteristic. So input is plotted with respect to not IG but IDS itself,
IDS. Okay.
right? Because VGS controls this current,
Ah,
right? If you look at this graph, it is controlling the current, right? So when you talk about input characteristic or output, the current is ID. So input characteristic, the voltage is VGS. Output characteristic, the voltage is VDS. This is plotted against different value of VGS. This graph is plotted for a constant VDS. So when you do this plotting, at that time VDS is set to a constant value. Okay.
yes.
So this is the transfer and output characteristic. And as I mentioned, kindly make a note of this equation. This equation is called as Shockley's equation, which helps us in determining the current. Okay, which helps us in determining the current. Okay,
Yeah.
so the equation is given by ID is equal to IDSS. So what is IDSS? IDSS is this maximum
IDS,
current.
maximum current. Yeah.
Right? ID is equal to IDSS 1 minus VGS by VP. What is VP? VP is the pinch of voltage. Right? So in some books, they'll also write it as VGS off. Okay, this.
Okay.
Right? Both are same.
Okay.
Okay, pinch of voltage or VGS off. And that value is negative. So when I say for a question, VP is minus 2 volts. You should know that it is minus, it is N channel JFET. Right? So the graph will go like this. It is negative, right? So at negative point, the current goes to 0. That is minus 2. At 0, the current is maximum. Say IDSS.
IDS.
So this is VGS, this is ID, and the graph goes like this. Is this clear? So for minus 0.5, for minus 1, you'll have the current. After minus 2, whatever voltage you apply, it is immaterial because the current is 0. Why? Because the depletion region has touched each other. You don't have any current flowing.
No current. Yeah.
Okay. So your operation is always from 0 to -2 in this band.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay. Suppose someone asks you what is the value of current at VGS is -3. You should say that the current is 0 because the pinch off voltage itself is -2. When pinch off
Yeah.
voltage is -2, any value having a magnitude greater than 2 in negative sign will have the current as 0. Right? So this equation is very, very important, and we will be using this in all our further chapters. Okay, so we'll just take a problem to understand this. Okay, so just write down a question in which we are going to calculate the current. Okay, so the question is, the first one is, the device parameter for a JFET, the device parameter for a JFET is IDSS is equal to 10 milliampere, BP is equal to -4 volts.
What time again, sir?
Find
BP is
BP.
ah,
Find IDS for VGS is equal to 0 volt, -1 volt, -4 volt for these three cases.
okay.
Okay. So if you look over here, we have, what is the Shockley's equation? So we have
Right. IDS we have to 10 volts. ID equals to IDSS 1 minus
ID is
VGS
equal to
1.
IDSS 1 minus VGS upon VP the whole square. Right?
Yeah.
So we have to see, we know what do we know over here? We know IDSS,
So
we know
IDS we
VP,
know, yeah, VP we know.
and we have to
We don't
put
know
different values of VGS to get the current.
okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I think
You
that
should be telling me the first one without even substituting.
yeah, it
See,
will
we
be
already know. So let us plot the graph, no?
yeah.
See, what is the transfer graph? This is VGS negative.
Uh,
This is
negative
IDS.
0,
How much is maximum current?
will be that my 0 4 minus 4 ohms.
How much is the maximum current?
Sorry, 10 milliamperes.
Perfect. It is 10 milliampere.
milliamperes. And when
This
we
is
close down,
when VGS is 0.
VGS is 0. Yeah. Yes.
And as you increase
As you
negatively,
increase -1, then that will increase and get less. Keep going.
this, what is this value of VGS at which the current is
That
0?
is the VP, that is -4.
Perfect.
-4.
So if you, can you tell me the first answer? When VGS is 0, you have
10 milliampere and
10 milliampere, right? If you substitute, just substitute this, put VGS as 0.
Okay.
So 1 minus 0, the whole
1
square
minus
is
0
1.
was
So ID is
1,
straight
so
away,
it is 1, 10 volts. Yes.
right? And the last part,
Milliamperes.
and the last part,
Yeah,
when it
last
is -4,
part,
it's same as pinch off, no?
+4 minus, then it will be
-4 will get cancelled off.
it will be the same.
1 minus 1 is 0, current is 0.
0. Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Right? So for the first case, the answer is IDSS.
Right. No.
That's the maximum current. And for the second case, it is third case, it is 0.
It is 0. Yes, ma'am.
Now what about, so -1? Where is -1 falling in the graph? Somewhere over here, right? Yeah, you will have some current in -1.
Yeah,
We have to find that out.
Find that out.
So substitute, solve this, and tell me what is the value of that current. So you have IDSS 10 milliampere, 10 into 10 raised to -3.
-3.
1 minus VGS -1 by VP -4 the whole square. Right? So what will happen? These two minus will cancel off. Right? So you have 10 raised to -2. 1 minus 1 by 4. It is 3 by 4. Whole square 9 by 16.
Remember, 0.
So how much is the answer? So what you're getting, you have IDS is 10 raised to minus 2 into 9 by 16. I hope this part is clear. So IDS is, how much is 9 by 16?
Total is 5 or 625.
I need the answer in milliampere. Huh?
10 is to minus 3.
Yeah.
5.625 into 10 is to minus 3.
Into 10 raised to minus 3 ampere. So
amperes.
I can write this as 5.625 milliampere.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you look here,
So
from 10
five-
milliampere, it has dropped to
Drop to 5.625.
5.625 minus 1. And as you keep on increasing, it will eventually drop to 0.
Yes, sir.
Right? So these questions are for like 2 mark question, wherein you need to determine the current. Okay. So now let us look at, based on the characteristic, transfer and output characteristic, let us look at some parameters of JFET. Okay. These parameters are very, very useful when we start analyzing the small signal parameters, and we draw the small signal model of JFET in our further modules. Okay. The first parameter of JFET is the transconductance. Okay. Now, conductance is what? Conductance is what? GM.
Conducting each other.
It is 1 by resistance. Okay. V is equal to IR. R is nothing but V by I.
Oh, yeah.
So 1 by resistance has to be I by V, something in I by V. Right? So you should remember that transconductance is something to do with current by voltage. Okay. And this is the input transconductance of JFET. Okay. So input transconductance means it has to be, okay, the ratio of difference in input current divided by difference in input voltage.
Okay.
Okay. Now what is that change in input voltage? VGS. Right?
Yeah.
For JFET, I told this is gate, source, drain. This is the input part.
Yes,
What
sir.
is the input current? We know that there is no gate current, right? We only talk about one current.
One IDS.
So that is nothing but your ID or IDS. Okay. So GM is nothing but the ratio of change in the drain current to change in gate to source voltage at a constant VDS. Okay. At a constant VDS. So which graph is going to give me this? Is the transfer graph, input graph going to give me this, or the output graph going to give me this? See, input graph is VGS versus IDS. You're plotting this for at keeping your VDS constant, right? You're plotting this. That means you're going to get transconductance value from the input characteristic.
Yeah.
So you have to, if you pick up any 2 points, this is going to give you delta VGS, this is going to give you delta IDS. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
And you're going to get the GM value. Right? So this is graphical method. Okay. What is, now we can also derive the formula for transconductance GM. Okay, how we can do that? A very, very important formula we'll be using in further modules. Okay, so first thing, we know that GM is defined in this manner. It's ratio of change in IDS to change in VGS. Now what do we have in our hand? We only have this Shockley's equation.
Yeah.
Please note, VP is represented as VGS off.
Yes.
Okay, so don't get confused. So this is the same formula. IDS equals to IDSS 1 minus VGS by VP the whole square. Right? So what I need now, I need change in ID. So when I need change in ID with respect to change in VGS, I need to partially differentiate this expression.
Yes, sir.
Right? So if I differentiate this equation number 1 with respect to VGS, what am I going to get? So this will be delta ID by delta VGS on the left hand side. Okay. See, please note IDSS and BP are constant for one JFET. One JFET can only have one maximum current and one voltage at which the current goes 0. Okay. So these two parameters are constant. So let us derive that. So let us derive the expression. So we know what's the formula for GM. GM definition is delta ID divided by delta VGS for a constant VDS. Right? Then we started off with the equation of ID is equal to IDSS 1 minus VGS upon VP the whole square. This is the only equation we know till now.
Yeah.
So if I want to get this, I have to differentiate. So delta ID divided by delta VGS is equal to. So when I differentiate this, what is going to happen? This is constant, right? So differentiation of this term, raise square. So it will be, this 2 will come down, it will be 2 IDSS into differentiation of the bracket, right? Right. So what is the differentiation of this bracket? It will be 1 minus VGS upon VP into differentiation of this. That is minus 1 upon VP. Right? So what is differentiation? Differentiation of 1 is 0.
1, 0.
Right? Differentiation of 1 is 0. And differentiation of this is VGS is 1.
VP is 1. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Right? So that's why you get minus 1 by VP. Right? So what are you getting over here? So what is the answer? So it will be minus 2 IDSS upon VP into 1 minus VGS upon VP. Now, and this is what, this is nothing but our GM.
Yeah.
Right? So this is nothing but our GM. So what is the formula for GM that we are getting? The formula for GM that we are getting is this. Okay. Transconductance. Okay, transconductance is the inverse of resistance. Okay, so it has to be a positive value. So we have to take modulus. Though we are getting minus 2 IDSS by VP, we have to take it modulus. Okay, it's 1 by resistance, right? Right. So please note that. So we have GM is delta ID by delta VGS, and this is the answer we got: 2 IDSS by VP into 1 minus VGS by VP. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
GM.
Yeah. So this is the formula. So now I'm taking this as plus because it is transconductance is positive.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So now what can I do is, so I have the formula GM is 2 IDSS upon VP. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
When VGS is 0, what will be the value of GM?
2 IDS
Substitute.
by VP. 2
Perfect. 2 IDSS by VP. Right? See, when VGS is any other value, that means you're subtracting from that, right?
Yeah.
So it has to be less than this.
Less than, yeah.
So this I can say is the maximum value of transconductance. Because you're subtracting from 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 minus 0.5 is 0.5, which is less than this.
Yeah.
Right? So This particular
It is
value is the maximum
maximum
transconductance.
Okay.
And this is denoted by GMO. So GMO is nothing but 2 IDSS by BP. So I can, what is GMO? GMO is the transconductance when VGS is 0.
Okay.
So how can, right? Is this clear? So,
yes, ma'am, yeah.
so how can I rewrite the formula for GM? So this part I'll write it as GMO.
That is GM. Yes.
So I can write
GM is full, yeah.
GMO into 1 minus VGS upon VP. And what is this GMO? It is this.
Yeah.
Very, very important for our further modules, okay? So you should be thorough with the formula. So what formulas we have looked? So first is the Shockley equation. IDS is equal to IDSS 1 minus VGS upon VP, the whole square. Second, GM is equal to GMO 1 minus, and what is GMO? GMO is nothing but
2 IDS by VP.
IDSS. There's a difference between IDS and IDS, huh? Right? So you should not confuse between IDSS. IDSS is the maximum current, which is a constant value. Okay. So just clear, these formulae are very, very important. Right? That's the first parameter that we have defined. Second is the output, dynamic output resistance or small signal output resistance. Resistance is nothing but V by I. Right? And that too, we are saying output resistance. So it will be, and small signal means it's changing. So it is delta output voltage divided by delta output current. We know that in JFET there is only one current.
Yes.
And what is the output voltage? This part. So VDS.
VDS by RDS.
Right? So we define RD, that is dynamic output resistance, as delta VDS divided by delta IDS at constant VGS. Which characteristic is going to give this? The output. Right? Delta VDS, delta IDS for one graph, no? For some constant VGS.
Yeah.
So if I pick up 2 points, this will give me delta VDS, this difference is going to give me delta IDS. Right? So this is output resistance, and obviously you're going to obtain from the output characteristic. Okay? So RD is nothing but delta VDS by delta IDS at a constant VGS. Okay? Now, so what have we seen till now? So we have seen GM formula as delta IDS by delta VGS. And RD as delta VDS
by delta IDS.
Okay, if I multiply both, so I have delta IDS by delta VGS, delta VDS by delta IDS. What gets cancelled off?
IDS. VDS by VGS.
So VDS by VGS.
Okay.
This is what? Output, no?
Yeah,
this is input. So this is what? This is called as mu now, which is nothing but amplification factor.
Okay.
That is gain.
Yeah. Yes,
right? Output by input is nothing but gain, right? Output is gain into input. So if you have a system which has some gain, this is the input, this is the output. Output is gain multiplied by input. And this GM into RD is called as mu. which is nothing but
Okay.
amplification factor.
Okay.
Let us look at the units. I by V. What is the unit of GM? I by V. It is mho. V by I. It is ohm.
Okay.
Resistance and conductance. No.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
ohm
yeah.
inverse is mho. What is mu's unit? It's ratio of voltage by voltage. It is unitless. Volt by volt. It gets cancelled off. So mu has no unit.
Yeah.
Okay. So if anyone asks you what is mu, you should know that mu is the amplification factor of a JFET.
Yeah.
Okay. It is the product of GM into RD. GM is the transconductance, input transconductance, which is obtained from the input characteristic. And RD is the output resistance, which is obtained from the output characteristic.
Yes.
Right. So these things you should be very clear with. Okay. So that is as far as your N channel JFET are concerned. On a
Yeah.
similar line, same line. I hope you have understood N channel
Yes,
JFET thoroughly.
Yeah. Yes.
So it will just take us to like 2-3 minutes to just know what is P channel. Like it is the same thing. Okay. So let us first start off with the construction. What will be the, on same analogy, what will be the construction of P channel? This has to be P.
Yeah.
On either side we'll have
N channel.
yes.
So there'll be
This is my gate.
Yeah.
This is drain.
Drain.
This is source. Here also you can see there are two PN junctions that are formed. Right? So when you put P and N together, we have the initial depletion region. So this is the initial depletion region. Okay.
Yes.
Now what is the polarity of, so what is the first condition? First is when VGS is 0 and you are applying some VDS. That was the first case we analyzed for even N channel, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Now for when VGS is 0, that means you're going to short this.
Short. Yeah.
And you're going to apply VDS. Okay. Please note over there VDS was positive. Over here your VDS will be negative. It's P channel. So you have the battery minus plus.
Yes.
Okay. Who are the majority charge carriers of P type?
Holes.
Holes. You're applying negative potential over here.
Yeah.
Right? So what will happen? Say you're applying negative 1 volt.
Holes will be maximum. So holes will,
right? Holes will get attracted
yeah.
to the negative. Direction of current is same as direction of holes.
Yeah.
The current will also flow like this.
Yeah.
So please note for N channel, the current flows from drain to source. For P channel, the current flows from source to drain.
Yes.
Right? But in either which case, we denote the current as ID only, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, ID is the drain current, that's it.
Drain current, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now please note that VDS you have applied negative. Now what will happen if you increase this? You're making it 2 in negative manner, -2. More negative, more holes will get attracted.
More holes, yeah.
Right? More negative, no?
Yeah, more
so
negative,
more holes will get attracted, more current will flow.
Yeah. Yes.
But that is one thing. But what is happening on the PN junction? P type you're applying negative, no?
Negative, yeah.
So you're reverse biasing.
Reverse biasing.
So what has happened? This PN junction, both the PN junctions are reverse biased. So the depletion region will increase.
Keep increasing. Yeah.
So as same way as you, and it will eventually pinch off, and the current will saturate. So what will be? Can you tell me what will be the characteristic? So this is the plot of. So let me just. Okay, I need what? I need the VI characteristic, right?
Yeah.
So same thing, no? So this is the plot of VDS versus ID. See, I'm not writing ISD. Okay, I'm just writing ID.
Yeah.
This is which characteristic?
Yes.
Output characteristic of P channel
P
JFET.
channel effect. Yes.
What is the VDS polarity you have applied? Negative.
Negative. Yeah.
Don't forget. So this is
Yes,
minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. All negative. What happens as you keep increasing VDS? Your current increases.
Current increases.
And then channel pinches off and current saturates.
Yes.
This is for which graph? VGS is 0.
0 volts. Yeah.
And the value at which
And drop
the
down
current saturates, that value is the pinch of voltage. Right? So the
Yes, ma'am.
value of VDS at which the current saturates is the pinch of voltage.
Pinch of voltage.
Now, is this graph clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what is the, okay, now the first case is clear, right? VGS is 0 and you have applied some VDS. What about second case?
VDS.
So second case is when you are applying some VGS and VDS is also applied. But VGS you are applying positive here. Over there you had applied negative. Okay. So this was your P. This was your N plus. N plus. This was the initial depletion. See, I have to, please remember, I have to always make the gate current 0. Okay. So I have to reverse bias this. So in order to reverse bias this, my N has to be connected to the positive of battery.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In case of N channel, we had connected P to negative.
Yeah.
Right. So over here, my VGS will be positive.
Yes, ma'am.
And my VDS will be negative.
Negative.
Right.
Yeah.
So what is happening over here? Initially, you have more reverse bias, no?
More reverse bias. So then no depletion.
This will be more initial itself.
Yeah.
Right. And then say you have initially more reverse bias at 1 volt, plus 1 volt. It's plus 1 volt.
Yes.
Okay. So what will happen when I keep increasing VDS 1 volt, 2 volt, 3 volt in negative manner? Okay. So where will the graph go? Will the graph go up or will the graph go down?
Down.
Yes, because you've initially reverse bias, right?
Yeah, reverse bias.
But this you're going to write for VGS as?
VGS as plus V1 plus 2. Yes.
Right? This will be for VGS as plus 2.
Plus 2.
This is for plus 3. And say at plus 4 volt, you're touching the
so no currents.
x-axis.
Yes.
So what is the difference between this graph, P channel and N channel? First difference is your VGS are positive.
Yeah.
Okay, the graph looks exactly same. And VDS is negative.
Yes.
Right? So this is the graph for P channel. This is the output characteristic. What will be the input if I want to draw? Please note VGS is positive, right?
Yeah.
So what will be the input characteristic?
Decreasing.
This is VGS. This is the drain current. When VGS is 0, the current is maximum, which is IDSS. And as you increase VGS positively, like this over here, the current keeps on decreasing.
Yes,
and at one point, for say VGS is equal to 4 volt, you have 0 current. That's the pinch off voltage. So for a P channel JFET, the value of VP is positive.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yes.
For N channel, the graph looked like this on this side.
Yeah.
Because VGS was negative.
Yes.
This was for N.
Yeah.
But now over here, it is P. So VGS is positive.
Yeah.
This equation, this Shockley's equation is the same. IDS is IDSS 1 minus BGS by VP. The equation is exactly same. Only thing you should know that VGS is positive Vp is also positive.
Alright.
Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So if you know the characteristics, so if you look over here, yeah, you can see VGS is positive
Yes.
and this axis is negative,
It's a negative.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you look at, and this is the transfer characteristic, IDSS, VGS is positive, and this is your pinch off.
Yes. Pinch off.
Equation is exactly same.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
this is nothing but the transfer and output characteristic of your
P
JFET.
channel.
Yeah. I hope this is clear, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
The regions are also same. This is your this is which region?
This is the
Ohmic or linear region?
ohmic region.
Yeah, linear region or ohmic region. This is which region?
Saturation.
Perfect. Saturation. The channel gets saturated, current gets saturated. And this line is your cutoff,
Yeah, cutoff.
right? And we always want to operate our JFET in saturation region.
Saturation.
Okay, for BJT, as I mentioned, it's just opposite. This for BJT, this part becomes the saturation part.
Yes, ma'am.
This part becomes the forward active part,
Forward active. And that is the
right?
cutoff.
And we want our BJT to operate in forward active.
Saturate. Forward active.
BJT in forward active, okay?
Yeah. BJT
Because this
forward.
region is called forward active for
Forward
BJT.
active. Yeah.
And this region is called saturation for JFET.
JFET.
Okay, so in today's lecture, we have also seen the working
channel.
of P channel, and on same ground, see, hardly it took us any time, right? So on
Yeah.
same ground, you can draw the characteristic of input and output characteristic of P channel JFET, and the Shockley's equation remains the same. Only important thing to note that the value of VGS and pinch off voltage is negative for N channel JFET, while it is positive for P channel JFET. BDS is positive for N channel, BDS is negative for P channel.
P channel. Yeah.
Yeah, so these things you need to know.
Okay.
Okay, so we have finished off with this JFET part. So in the next lecture, we'll be starting off with MOSFET. We'll understand the construction, working, and VI characteristic of enhancement MOSFET.
Yeah.